Back.
We back.
We back.
In a big way.
Yeah. Kingwin just showed up in the
Yeah.
back. Here you guys see.
Taz apparently not getting the best night of sleep ever.
Yeah. People are suffering from
It's
jet
just
lag.
Surely, like, at some point, there's going to be, like, a pill invented. Like, you have headache pills, right?
Headache.
He means to overcome
jet lag, right?
feeling,
Like,
yeah.
Right.
At a certain point, that has to.
I mean, some would say you do it preemptively. It's called melatonin, and
Yeah,
then you go
yeah.
to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I've noticed though. To be fair, it doesn't work for everyone.
Yeah.
But melatonin is not. It's not supposed to be, from what I heard. It's not supposed to be like a pill you just take on the night that you want to fix your sleep. Like it's because it's something your body naturally produces, right? So you want to take it on a daily basis. That's the best effect of it, to my understanding. Maybe I'm wrong.
I have no idea how that works.
Not a scientist.
You're not?
No.
Thought that was what you're doing at Switch. It's like
I
science
prefer
stuff.
to just take Viagra because it does not help me get to sleep. But it's like if I'm awake anyway, may as well have some fun.
I mean,
There we go.
Make the best out of the situation.
May as well get something done.
Were you saying that you need it?
No,
that
that just ensures that I'm going to have a good night. You know? Otherwise, it's who knows how you're feeling. Depends how much meat's in your diet.
All right, that's fair.
Again, you
Becoming
haven't
a
had much
Duracell
sleep.
bunny.
I don't want to feel like I'm going to have to start beating that shit like he owes me money.
Right, yeah. Oh god.
The imagery in so many people
exactly.
in Twitch chat
I
right
painted
now.
a picture. I painted a picture.
Yeah, you did. You definitely did. Oh god.
With the artistry of my dick. That could be the name of my biography. The artistry of my dick.
On that note, compLexity won the knife.
Yes.
Smooth segue
about to go
right
live. I'm making a promise to the viewers out there that
Let's watch the pistol round because
we are
Sean
watching.
Gez
Yeah.
said that Shazam was the
right.
best
Let's watch.
pistol round player.
Let's watch. Shazam.
So he's on CT. He's
Right.
got that
Also
little.
P2000.
Yeah.
He's using
PTK.
a P2000. So by the way, that means he's an even better pistol round player if he uses a P2000. And he's in that
Right.
place.
Okay.
So
There we go.
let's see what he can do here.
One smoke and kid on death.
It's for
And
the
a stand with mates
eventual
utility.
smoke diffuse. It's about to happen.
Well then,
All right.
here we go.
Nico did Ye did the right thing, right? Like if the
Yeah,
fight,
he
bail
should
out.
push- Yeah.
Yeah, if you're the observer, if you
Yeah.
get a chance and Shazam's in a fight, put it on him, please, so we can watch.
Yeah. Really.
There's gonna
Yes,
be as
there
long
we
as
go.
that's what we need.
Yeah.
as long as I was about to say compLexity can deny a bomb plant, they're in a pretty good spot.
No,
Well,
that didn't work out so well the first time. We'll give him another chance. There's going to be another pistol, guys. So
And just note as well, config did say they're going to lose both pistols.
He
so
did?
You're going to have
Yeah.
to throw here.
yeah.
Well,
Well, they're doing it so far.
Yeah.
they're getting there.
Let's see if config can do it.
Oh, he's ruining it.
Switch to config. Aimed out. Okay.
You're just calling out who's gonna die, and there's this.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
there's
the
the
kid.
smoke.
Yeah.
Right. The only thing is, Yogi, once you've fired like 8 bullets in that one spot, maybe try a different spot. Don't want to seem too negative on that one, but my favourite's always been the players where they know the guy's defusing, so they go, I'm just going to spray my whole clip sort of in the area rather than just like fire and then wait, then fire accurately. It's like, I'm just going to panic spray.
I
To be
think,
fair, though, it's just like
but he never
instinct
heard
that
the
kicks in.
defuse there, right? Because of the smoke.
I think he was just guessing, yeah.
But I mean, it's a pretty good sign, though. If a smoke goes down in an F-flat
Yeah, right.
situation, you kind of know
Yes.
what's about to happen.
Yeah, what are they using that smoke for on the bottom? Here we go.
It's a distraction.
Oh, bomb down just Deagles.
Come on, config. Do something, mate. Get that deagle on the head.
Does anyone from compLexity know he's downstairs? Well, I guess
And
now
read
it's
instantly.
Now it doesn't really matter. Actually, though, like for one map where I would definitely like to see teams like
Oh,
not
here's
by
an example. Here's an example here. You ready? So remember, OpTic did plant on the first round, obviously, but they're going to lose the first 2 rounds. But look at the compLexity players. Some of them are going to have terrible guns next round.
Yeah.
But OpTic's going to have the full buy with AKs and armor.
Yeah.
So compLexity is going to be punished for winning the first 2 rounds. Watch.
It is really rough. What
Unless
I'm not,
they all just upgrade.
What
Let's
I'm not
see.
a big
And
fan of
I don't
is-
think they will. Watch. They're going to buy utility. Yep.
Yeah.
See?
What I'm not a fan of is OpTic buying deagles in that round on a map like Nuke. I would just rather save that $700, get absolutely everything you can in terms of utility. Like, I mean, that means
No, but
you
they
get a
have. So
Molotov
here's the
and
thing.
Yugi.
Yeah, but
for
they have.
instance.
Yeah, but do you really need? I don't dislike the Deagle call because I like it because CT's already really low on money, right? You get 1 kill on that round, and it's just complete reset on that side.
I mean,
instead of just a pure full eco, then you know you're not getting a single kill, right? And you don't need any more nades than what you have.
I mean, I don't think like 1 kill is not like enough to justify the buy in that sense. Obviously, you go into it like hoping to get more, but
like this is really nice already for OpTic. Look, they've already got down with no one dead. Now someone dies. They've got full guns. They're onto the site. They're going to get the bomb down again.
Yeah, this is pretty much
too easy.
Round, yeah,
this is round. No, but look at it. So how much in? Now I'm not going to do quick math because
don't do math live.
Don't do math live. But like 5 deagles.
Yeah.
Right. In terms of cost, is equal to 1 CT player round 2. Almost.
Oh yeah, if you think about like the loss, yeah, and that's
right.
Sure.
In that sense, right? So like, it's not really in terms of just a financial loss. It's not that big of a deal in that sense.
No, I mean, it kind of just is.
You come out
of it with $100 more since you got the bomb plan in the first round.
And on top of that, like you said, it's one of those things. It's not. Then it's just also not just a throwaway round, because if you buy nothing that round, and then you're just easy pickings then. Like you're literally not even.
I'm not necessarily that you. I guess what I'd rather would have liked to see is maybe P250s.
Oh yeah, I mean
you could still do that, and again you get 400.
You don't know how you know
that's enough for a Molotov on the T side.
Here's how you know I'm tired, is that I've been watching that screen up there the whole time, the main one on the back, rather than the one that's right in front of me here. So the whole time. Like, my brain didn't even register that's all down there.
Yeah, for those who actually, well, they can't see the monitor. We have a TV standing really close to us, and we have one hanging on the wall behind, which is
programmed. I was just watching the one further away for no reason.
Right. Yeah. But normally what we do is that to get even further, we normally just sit down here. Get even better.
Get really cozy.
Yep. But here we go.
This is such a big round, though. Look at this. Like, we're 15 seconds into the round, and look at the utility left on compLexity.
Yeah, they have absolutely nothing.
They have a smoke, a flash, and a nade, and they lost the opening frag.
Config's rolling. Let's see.
Yeah, so far.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. That shit, like, a normal player is dead there. You instantly head in. Let's see.
He's doing a good job here. Dropped the bomb. It did like slide out of the hut, which is unfortunate for him. Again, if you can force one of the OpTic players to go in.
can do so much here, though.
I think Android does it right if he just sticks, but yeah, it's kind of hard to make that call to just stay in your position. That's actually, again, that's like since we're talking about Sean.
Is he going to hear any sound, though?
No, if he does that correctly.
Oh, this is perfect.
Snappy's going to be,
Yeah, this is going to get shot in the back easy.
Yeah.
Oh. Timing. Oh, and now Snappy might not know, might get killed. Let's have a look when he turns back.
Oh, there we go.
Whatever.
But no, speaking of that, like staying put after you get a kill, this is something, again, Sean mentioned to us. I can't remember what event it was. Yeah, but like one of the ways that coL plays out after plant positions, after he's planted the bomb, just straight up for the longest time wouldn't move at all. Because, the logical, I guess, expectation from an opponent is that he's planted the bomb, he's gotten into an after plant position.
Yep.
So when they actually go in on the site, he's just stood in the same position, which catches everyone off guard. It's like you create an off angle for yourself that's never really meant to be.
Yeah, because
everyone comes in with the expectations that you've changed something up. I mean, that could have also worked out for Andrew, but again, it's like super hard to do and like get the right read on the situation in those moments. But again, like that round was so tough to deal with for compLexity.
Still dies though.
I quite like that from compLexity.
Yeah,
because it's a gamble, right? It's a full eco.
Power in numbers.
Yeah, and OpTic has been going down there quite often. So
yeah, and that could have gotten a lot worse as well. I mean, Yugi's in a position where he can get more than just the frag.
Right.
So it was really well done. I mean, right now, if you can hold on to these 2 AKs going into the next round, you're happy with that.
Mm-hmm. You
can already see both of the compLexity members are hanging out in T-spawn.
I can't hear in game. Wait.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Oh no. Okay.
Well, I can, but
it was just very quiet. I didn't hear.
You just don't hear like the ambient sound.
Yeah, I didn't hear the bomb. That's why. I was like, did my sound just die?
It's a moment of silence for the rounds that compLexity was lost on the CT side.
Needlessly lost in the human tragedy that was the compLexity CT side of Nuke.
Yeah.
Let's remember so that this never need happen again. Remember, kids, with your vigilance, we can make a brighter tomorrow.
Can all make a difference.
Hashtag cut Shazam.
What is that brighter?
Hashtag,
I was just going to ask, what is that brighter
Sean
tomorrow
can have
look
Shazam
like
if he wants him. There we go. That's the trend. That's what I want trending.
Like, look at how like
Hashtag you have him, Sean, if you think he's that good.
this is how like
That's the campaign against Shazam that I'm starting.
Well, Sean's now adding anybody who's willing to play the old guys club. So
even 16-year-olds, which
Well.
is
That's starting to get dodgy. You're already veering into some dodgy territory there.
not much of an old guys club anymore. But like, look at this. Like, this is a round where compLexity managed to hold on to 2 AKs, and this is the buy they get out of it.
They don't know, right, that he's down vents? No. Cool. Look,
No.
Cajun has no idea he dropped. Where did Cajun come from?
Door through
No,
smoke.
yeah, sorry. It's because it's like semi-blue or semi-CT there.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, no. Like it messes with me all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I think everybody I'm watching, like if I look
It's
at the middle
CT.
player bar, yeah, it's the CT.
That's what I just thought there. Just
It's like white with a
like
light
little bit.
blue
Yeah.
tint to it.
Yeah. Okay, we're good now. We're back.
There's the
Alright.
downside of Cajun having the Mach 10 at least, but does do some damage. Stanislaw actually finding 2 is pretty impressive.
Look there, like that's poor timing from OpTic. Like Stanislaw should go down there from like the second guy that drops down there.
Yeah.
As soon as Cajun dies, they should already be down ramp. Still doable.
Yeah, but they get flanked from
Yeah,
all
2
sides.
on
It's going
3.
to be a tough
Needs the
one.
bomb down. Ooh,
They get the bomb down.
perfect.
Simply, yeah. If he just gets out of here, the favorite.
There we go, though. That's a
take
great
that.
trade.
Yugi can win. It's open plant.
Yeah, but his angle isn't that great, though. Like, he has to get this first kill 100%. There we go.
All right, here we go.
compLexity bring it back. But
They did
like
need it.
again, the issue is the fact that their money's so depleted that you're gonna have tons of money on the side of OpTic already. So they're gonna have no issues buying up. So Yugi really going low on that. Nico's sitting at 10K, and the only one with money really left over is Death.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Andrew going with the auto shotties. Who's gonna play a squeaky door position.
There's another example of you win the round, but you're still in a tough spot.
You're still screwed, yeah. At least they have more utility this time around, though, so that they can stop any sort of potential inner pushes, but OpTic haven't really seemed to be too interested in that. They're just going with a cookie-cutter way of playing Nuke.
Robin is so excited by this game. He's choosing to sit on the ground so he can be closer to the screen.
No,
and
yeah.
truly
No,
see
it's-
what is
No,
going
the
on.
thing is, he was sensing a lot of negative vibes around here, guys.
Yeah,
and
it's
he-
full-on positivity
Since
from
he's
him
been living
now
in
on.
California, like in the state at least, you know, he's kind of connected with his inner child.
With his softer
he's-
Yeah, I'm not
he's
quite
just-
there yet. I'm
he's-
sure.
You'll
I'm
get
sure
there.
I
You have to
will.
understand,
You'll get
if you do the kind of exercises he's doing, he's grounding himself and he's finding his center. And from that place, you can exude like positivity in the world.
Namaste.
And exactly.
Except, I mean, there's a reason why you start
Yes.
doing yoga, isn't it?
Yeah,
Thorin. You
and that's
just
not
need-
just because I wanted to see what happened when you bent over backwards. You could hold that position for like 10 minutes at a time.
Sure, just full of positivity
go.
now after you started.
See, there we go, and back, and back into the darkness.
And back into the game.
As in
No, it's
the
great.
darkness.
Yeah, it's great. No, you'll get there, Tommy. Don't worry about it. You're going to be so positive here in like 6 months.
Well, no, there's an inverse relationship between the success of Tesla as a company and Lurpus's personal like satisfaction as a human in the world and agency. So as they go down, as the stock falls, as the criminal allegations pile, then he gets happier, you know. And eventually, when Elon Musk is on death row, Lurpus gets enlightenment. So he ascends at that moment, right?
It's all just leading up
Yeah,
to that.
exactly.
So here, I'm not a fan of them removing window, by the way.
No, I don't like
I
it either.
Don't think
It's
that
so,
makes
at
sense.
least, okay, if you do, make it wallable.
No, it is wallable, but
Yeah,
like,
but it's
again,
not,
like,
you don't, it's like no damage. You know what I mean?
you need to have like
yeah,
paper
yeah.
thin
It,
kind
it
of.
yeah, exactly. It doesn't count, like, it's wallable, yeah, but it doesn't really count, you know? Like,
Yeah.
there should be some sort of punishment, at least, for him getting that kill
Yeah.
there.
And if
right?
you, I mean, if you want to have like the window to stop people like jumping in and out, which I don't think is a bad thing, then just like put like an unbreakable glass through there or something
Yeah,
like that
I
that
mean,
you can't
kinda.
spam through, like or that you can spam through. But yeah, I think it made it a little bit iffy. Especially because like a lot of executes for Xander bombs that would utilize that
Right.
window for
So
yeah,
far-
yeah,
and
smoking
whatnot.
minis.
Config's prophecy so far is looking good. He said they'd lose both pistols, but they'd win the game, what was it,
16-7?
7? Well, at the moment, like, they're on a good pace on T-side here.
Yeah.
4
Yeah.
rounds already is looking good.
Yeah.
If they can win this half, it's doable.
It is, but losing both pistols
It's
and
going to be
also
hard to
al-
lose a second round pistol
yeah,
with 16-7.
only
like.
dropping 7 rounds, I think that was a little bit of a stretch. If he
Yes.
said like 16-10, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But again, like if you see now, like how many times have we seen the team that wins pistol actually win 3 in a row? It's pretty much just like 2 rounds and then you get
On the CT side, sure.
get brought back. Actually, in this game, I think it's been regardless of what side they've been on. But yeah, like could still
No, there was
get there.
I had a comment on Twitter that was just like, what are you guys talking about the economy? Like, obviously, the T's don't get anything if they win the round, like, in terms of change of economy.
Yeah,
but it's like, but we weren't necessarily talking about that. It was like, when they do end up, if they win the pistol and they get the bomb down, let's say they lose round 3. Because of the round bonus, and they already T's already get way more money than CTs get.
Yeah, everything's cheaper.
Like, T's just get more money in general. Like, it's just very hard to reset T's now compared to before.
Yeah.
That's where we're getting at.
By the way, like, config was talking about how, like, OpTic have been looking a lot at Astral, or they've learned a lot from Astralis.
Oh, yeah, on Nuke, yeah.
But we haven't really seen, like, the same kind of utility usage yet. Like, I mean, like, when Astralis played Nuke, they had, like, the triple nade on top of Hut through the vent thingies. I don't know what you call them, air holes in the roof. Like, stuff like that. Like, that's the kind of stuff that we know Astralis are known for, like all these stack nades. We haven't really seen any of that so far.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we are not watching Astralis play, which is...
No, but again, like, if OpTic say, like, yeah, no, we've learned a lot and we're just going to put it into the game, then...
Well, I think from watching them play over the last couple months, it's increasingly obvious that they really haven't learned all that much
Hey,
from
listen,
Astralis.
They've watched it.
positivity, all right, Tommy?
Exactly.
Positivity.
They've watched it, but they haven't...
Oh!
Listen, Robin, it's not my fault we've closed all the windows and, you know, put the blinds down. let the sun shine.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down. That was the first round Shazam going aggressive, though, right?
Yeah.
On T
they
Red.
had Def playing that
Right.
position for, I think it was
Yeah,
the
he was
first buy
waiting for
round.
him.
Yeah,
In the
which
back.
I guess kind of worked out, but
Right.
they ended up getting like a non-favorable trade. So this is weird to me. Like, they gave up ramp completely, but they didn't have anyone on the lower bomb side?
No, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
He
was
just
he
went
posted
down.
up?
He normally plays window, I think.
Oh, I know. He's playing
No,
behind the
he was just
yeah,
under
behind
the-
the silo, yeah.
I don't dislike behind the silo, but I would love a player at window there.
Yeah,
because
that's
like you
the thing.
get the
I
first
think
one,
if you're
you
the
just
sole,
like
if you're the sole player, considering rotations and everything, I think you're better off either playing from Toxic to deny bomb plant or the windows.
it should be the rotator that comes here if he has like good spot.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
just yay in the window
Yikes.
because sure you're gonna die by silo. Oh,
Yikes.
a good retake.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna die silo no matter what. But like get the initial.
Yeah. How do you
Oh.
how do you spin that into
You
positive?
got Jordan Nothing Gilbert
Representing
in
Ghost
the
Gaming.
house. Representing
Oh,
Ghost. Yeah.
He's already
No, we
bailed
don't
on
have
Old
it
Guys
yet.
Club.
Yeah.
Already bailed out.
Yeah. Moving on. Better things in life.
Greener pastures and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Is this mic?
That's fine, yeah.
It turns on and off.
It's like a racehorse. I'll be honest.
All right. He's going to be joining us for game number 2.
Probably for this map as well eventually.
Yeah, he'll probably step in.
Yeah. But yeah, the prediction of 16-7 is looking bleaker and bleaker right now. But again, still a lot of money on the side of OpTic to buy up.
Oh.
But that makes it a bit harder playing 4v5.
He's out.
He's had enough.
He goes, listen, if we're not going to win 16-7 and you're going to take it seriously, then I'm going.
Well, it
back
wasn't
onto the
conflict
mark.
left.
No, but Snappy's had
No,
enough.
but he's like, you're going to make stupid predictions like that.
I'm out.
And then go 5-7 yourself.
Exactly.
That's done.
If any, I would have actually never guessed that conflict would have only but been a 5-7 because the 2 rounds that they won, like the outside one and then the round before.
Oh yeah, you got like a double kill on both, didn't he?
Yeah, on both rounds. Yeah.
Mm.
Now, what are we thinking here so far?
I mean, again, I think like as good of a like positive of a retake, you know, coming in from compLexity there, it's still a bit iffy in terms of like how quick they or how good they are at rotating down towards the center bomb side. I think they could have been quicker on that. Like in an instance where doesn't necessarily get a kill behind silo, then
Well, I mean, the
You're
call
pretty
from
screwed.
the call from OpTic was pretty smart, there, right? They noticed that as soon as config goes down outside and Shazam is aggressive
Yeah,
outside,
yeah.
they make the call. Let's push out ramp super quick.
Yeah.
Because Ye knows that he has no backup here then.
Yeah.
Right. So he falls back. Pretty smart move for even for OpTic. They actually pushed that down even lower, super fast. Still, get the bomb down. And granted, retake doesn't work out, but actually pretty smart call.
yeah, no, it's the right move, definitely. Again, yeah, Ye's not gonna have any rotation. Even if Shazam decides to rotate down through secret, that's not gonna be a quick rotation.
No, yeah, exactly. He's not gonna be by window. If anything, he might come door like a second too late.
Yeah. I think like at that point, the only chance Ye has of getting any sort of help is like Android rotating through vents.
Yeah.
But even that's been like so limited now with them not having any vent
I see we've got
entrances
some
towards
sort of
site.
tech problem
yeah,
right
he's
now.
changing the computer. It looks like.
Okay, yeah.
He goes, yeah, this one doesn't work. I can't kill Nathan on this one. Can I get a new one?
Of course.
Just an import from OpTic India, perhaps. Shouldn't take too long though. They do have those portable SSDs.
The thing is, actually, they didn't even want to recruit Snappy to OpTic. What happened was, when they lost Stanislaw and Shazam, the guy who was the owner goes, right, sort this situation out now and make it snappy. And then he hires Snappy and he goes, oh, I didn't mean it literally
done it again.
Oh, always you guys and the literal interpretations.
I love the puns.
Yeah, there's a lot of
so
there's a lot of low-hanging fruit on these ones. You know.
Yeah.
I like to test out the throwaways to start with before I build into my best material.
All right, yeah, I get it. You can't just use everything. It's only 5 minutes past 12.
You know,
we're the first.
It's funny. People don't ever mention Cajun B whenever they talk about these like veteran players who've been playing a long time. When did Cajun B start in Source?
Dude,
he's been around
he
forever.
must have done a
for
solid,
a long time.
3 or 4 years
Yeah.
in
I remember
Source
he was
before
playing in
CSGO.
He was like playing for what, Ministry of Defense back in like 2004.
He used to. That's the thing about
So this
Cajun.
guy's a legit vet. You know, we just don't know because Source players aren't as famous, obviously, in that sense, you know.
No, but even in the beginning of CSGO, right? He was not like he's never been like a bad performer in that sense. Like,
he's always been there.
Yeah, right. But he's never been, I guess, never really got the spotlight too much. When did he leave? So he left. What I can't remember the old Astralis
TSM.
TSM.
Yeah. He left.
That was like the summer,
right?
It was around like maybe like the spring of 2016 because he got kicked for Kirby.
No, but this has happened
It was right
one
after
time before.
DreamHack Malmo.
He got kicked back in 2013 or something, right?
Yeah.
And then he rejoined.
He got kicked like twice at least.
Right.
Before the final time.
Right.
Yes.
But the first time he rejoins, I think he actually was pretty good.
When that was
as a secondary, as a secondary opera and stuff, he was actually pretty good.
The
like
thing
on
about
certain
Cajun,
maps.
though, he's always been like an excellent player, but it's always been basically just how he gets along with his teammates every now and again. Like the fact that he can be like at times confrontational in terms of like how he goes about talking about issues within the team. That doesn't necessarily go over equally well with everyone.
Was it?
But again, you know, with time you mature as well. You learn kind of how to get your message across without necessarily offending everyone around you.
Mm-hmm. Really? Give me some tips.
No,
some people are just
some
people are just a lost
Cajun,
cause.
how are we doing this, mate?
But was it Cajun as well that sold off his computer in Source?
Oh yeah,
he was done, right?
Yes, that was I heard the rage story.
I think it was either Slap or Copenhagen Games.
It was Copenhagen Games. Right after that, he literally sold his computer.
Yeah, they actually sold it at the event. Lost the game, sold his monitor and his PC. Said
and he like retired for like
gone for CS forever. Came back 2 weeks later with a new PC.
Was it only 2 weeks?
2 or 3 weeks, yeah.
Jeez, I thought it was a little bit longer than that.
No. But that's the hilarious part. Like, it's like with any retirement in Counter-Strike. Like for the longest time, it's like, yeah, I'm taking a step back from the game, all that jazz.
But he literally like,
show up in a new team.
I feel like he's somewhat tried at like selling
There's
computers.
2 people sitting on these couches that actually retired in one go.
Yeah, for good. Yeah, but that's like
I mean,
later
the
on.
thing
I'm
is,
talking about
could you really say that though? We were back in OGC for one season.
That was a pretty serious comeback, from what I understood.
I mean, honestly,
you guys had contracts.
We just needed a sponsor, and we would have continued. You know, needed some extra cash flow.
2019, the year of the old guys.
Oh yeah, I mean, we had the names for it. You know,
why don't you have an Instagram account, Lopez?
I just don't have the energy.
We were talking about this. We're too like
I don't use Facebook either. Like I just don't care.
Yeah, I haven't used Facebook since about 2000.
I mean, Facebook's different. On Facebook, you just see posts of like people who used to go to your school. On Instagram, you get to see someone you see at events ass in a bikini. Sometimes you can even see girls.
All right.
You know, big fan of Dosia. What can I tell you?
Fair enough.
Save that one. I was worried about the sexism for a second there, so I reeled it back in. You know.
No, Instagram is for the new kids. You know, like
I'm too young for Instagram.
Are you too old? You're not too young.
Too old.
Instagram.
Too old.
Yes.
I just can't get into
it feels like a lot of work. That's the issue for me. Like I have an Instagram account, but
no,
it's
but
like,
that's the thing.
I feel like obligated to
compared to Twitter. Twitter is more work because you have to type something out. Instagram is a photo or it's like a video. You know, you literally have to.
Hold on, but Robin, the way people use Instagram is more work. It's like 8 shots of like.
Yeah, you need to get the right angle. I mean, you need to get like your butt cheek on the bathroom counter.
Creepiest is when girls do the Instagram story of them taking the photos and their faces just go to those like 4 different poses that they do. And it's like
they're professionals.
They're way too good at it.
I mean, listen, I love the filters, man.
There's some pretty good ones.
Is that what sells you on it?
Well, is it the Instagram that has the filter? Oh, they do as
well.
well.
But
is it
Snapchat
Snapchat?
Was the
Is it
famous
Snapchat
one,
that has the good ones?
They also have it now on Insta because I think that's the whole thing.
Didn't Snapchat just die because of that?
Like Facebook is basically just killing Snapchat with Instagram.
Yeah,
right.
Like anything Snapchat can do, we can do better.
Company.
Damn. We're back.
Yeah, and again,
Def going aggressive outside again on config.
Yeah,
second round in a row.
Actually, that's one of the things. Like, I'm not sure if this is like a recurring trend for config, but
There's also a lot of opening duels. In
yeah,
these
especially
games,
when like the CT is the aggressor. Like when config is not necessarily able to get into a spot where he's choosing his battles. He's not coming out on top a lot. Oh
Wow.
Actually,
Okay.
if I signals on.
Unexpected.
That's
I
bomb
was
too.
not expecting that. Okay, it's all falling apart.
Now you can go back, Def.
No, this is great. I love this like aggressive
Pretty
play
good.
from compLexity. This is the second time in a row, and it
Oh
just
yeah. But I mean, just like when you've gotten 2 frags, you've
Right.
done your job, right? Like you don't necessarily need to give up an
I'll
opening.
tell you actually along these lines, because it's not looking like OpTic's going to win this round. That Def is a great example of where pro players have a totally different conception of the game from people who just watch the game, because they see everything in scrims and like hear stories, etc. Did you see this thing where at the major there was an interview where it said that Def earlier in the year had an offer to join Cloud9,
Yeah, it turned
Really?
it down.
and he turned them down?
wow.
Wait, who?
Def.
Apparently, like,
Wait,
it was, yeah.
wait, who was this?
I think this is also, by the way, when it was like the Cloud9 that had good players. in
Wait,
it
was
as
this the
well.
replacement of Stewie?
Yeah, I think
I think
something to
so,
that
yes,
effect, because I
yes.
think
Wow.
it's like there's Twitch clips of Automatic, I think,
Someone like
talking
that,
about
yes.
how like he thought Def was a really good player, someone he'd want to play with, because he like seems like a really good player, but also like a really good team player. And obviously then it came out that he had turned out. I think it was Jason Lake who said that. The fact that like when
Yes,
they
I think
had the
that's
run
right.
at the
I
major,
think
then
the major
Jason Lake
said
was
that,
like,
yes.
like he deserves all the credit in the world because he's believed in this core of the lineup and etc. Turned down Clyde9.
Wow.
Which
okay.
I guess now is becoming more of a theme that everybody's turning down.
At this
Cloud9.
point in time, yeah, he was ahead of the curve. He was turning down Cloud9 when it was actually a legit thing. to do.
When it was
Nowadays,
when it was cool.
It's like, well, obviously, I'm
So
gonna
he
kill
knew
my
what was
career
going to
out.
happen. Is that what you're saying?
He is pretty much like a fortune teller in that sense. And here's what happens when you do an inner rush versus Molotovs.
Well,
Doesn't pan out too well.
hey, listen, they're who about config actually?
Ooh,
Oh, here we
hello.
go. He's lower too. He gets a bomb down,
Yeah.
and they have ramp control. It's a bad plant though. Wait, why did he? He should have waited a little bit. Yeah.
I guess he like
He
felt,
won. No, actually, never mind.
yeah, he probably felt like the
Because
rotation
Snappy
felt-
has a smoke
Snappy to
too.
win
He
this
could have
one.
waited a little
I
bit and
can't lie.
smoked off door there for him.
I'm not
Got a
feeling
better
him to win
plan.
this one, boys.
No, this is tough. Yeah.
I'm not feeling the 16-7, guys.
It might be
No,
rough
that's
at
tough.
this point.
That could
Particularly because now he has to be 9-6 and lose second pistol for the prophecy to come true.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did he add so many specific details? That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pick
Painted
one or the
himself
other.
into a
Say
corner.
we're going to
Exactly.
lose both pistols and win, or say we're going to win 16 sets.
Yeah,
Don't add
not both. Now you're screwing yourself. I agree.
He didn't think that was right.
He likes to play the game on hard mode.
That involves
Should try
buying
joining G2 as one of the sole fraggers.
Whoa.
Listen,
Oh,
they're
he's
walking up
not-
now.
Hey, actually,
We got the hype man in the
imagine
background.
the old G2 with the current economy.
Oh, like the Ziza? Wait, no.
Yeah,
like-
because he just
He
bought
means
it.
the
what
one,
about-
he means the one from last year when they had all the
Oh,
skilled
yeah,
players
yeah.
where they just like to force buy all
Right,
the time. Yeah, it would
right.
be their dream.
to be fair,
Yeah.
what about Envy? Like if you want to go like to the major
No, that's what I mean.
winning
Like
squad.
just that. Like this is their.
Listen, let's not
their
bring
wet
up
dream,
Happy
right?
this early in the morning. Give me at least a
Too
few
soon for you.
hours of like, he's not relevant
Nice.
right now. Can I at least get a break?
Oh, he
God's
gets
sake.
3. Oh,
Yay.
okay.
Ooh.
Well, you know what
Did he
they
get it?
say?
Oh.
Y'all can't fuck with ye. That is what they say in that song.
Listen, that's
couches,
the,
couches, couches.
that's the most hype you're gonna get me all day. By the way, I'm done now. I'm tired.
You've done your part.
Couches, couches, couches. Which matter will I
No,
choose?
dude. Full on respect for casters, man. I could just never do it.
It wrecks your voice immediately.
Well, I mean
as
that's
well.
practice, right? Like
No,
that's
yeah,
the-
again, like, but that's like tough technique to learn. Like, so to be able to do like what like Matt does, for instance, right? And actually
Yeah.
be able to do that for how many best of 3s you're doing or best of 5 finals,
Well, I'll tell
right?
you, shall I tell you the secret? You've got to pace yourself. Don't go to 100% the whole time.
There we go. Trade secret.
Think about it.
I'm liking the CT
Think
side
about
from
that one.
compLexity though.
Actually,
now, like,
really
later
good
on
opper.
Like even though it's not
Making
panning
Nico
out,
look good.
I just actually like the fact that they're playing aggressively.
Yeah. No, they're
giving them
super
different looks.
aggressively,
Well,
Yeah.
I will
every
say, by the
time.
way, like, to be fair, this is obviously what he did in North when they won that DreamHack title. It's like, Nico actually does do a pretty good job as an entry fragger. Like,
Right.
he does exactly the style where it's like, you never stop, you're just moving the whole way, you just clear space for the guy behind you. If you die, you die. If you don't, you just keep taking the aim duels.
The Apex way. Yeah, Dev is.
But with slightly less whining. Just slightly, though. I've heard some rumours about the other one as well. So, I'm not going to say no whining.
at least gets
He gets
two.
one more.
Right, OpTic has to
gonna matter too
somehow lose the pistol, yet not lose any rounds, and win every round, but also lose the
I
pistol.
don't think that's going to happen.
So it's not looking good for your config at this point in time.
I mean,
they're going to come down a break. We might as well ask them what happened then, right?
yeah. Didn't think this through, did you?
Yeah.
They'll just go with. Standard Danish choke. I meant 16-8.
68. All right.
Was that the Danish accent?
Yeah, that was.
I'm
that
still
needs
working
some
on
work.
it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
still
it
working
definitely
on
needs
it.
some work.
Yeah, problem is I've set the expectation level too high with my French accent, so I have to work on the Danish one.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while since config has been alive for this long and gone actually downstairs. But now bomb's down. Terrible spot.
Def's been doing well.
He doesn't.
Here's the thing: his aim doesn't look that good, but he gets kills. He knows the spot to be in.
Good positional player.
Yeah.
Plays well around the utility, obviously.
Ooh, nice.
Of course, config has the AWP.
Yeah, I was going to say, here comes the caller going inner.
Because obviously there's
Or
been the
upper,
old
rather.
swap for the health.
Snappy's had some nice shots this half.
Yeah. I think it was the top fragger on the second map as well, on Mirage. And they again, was fragging out on Inferno as well, even though it didn't end up in a win.
Oh, look at this.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Hello,
Hey.
welcome.
So it's, this is hot in the booth right now. Because it really looks like you're about to.
Yo, this is Sway in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to do, what is it, like 5 fingers of death? Or
5 fingers of death. Thorin's about to spit 5 different beats from me right now.
Do you want me to do a beat?
A beat right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't peed, so let's rap about that.
Okay. Right, we're going to rap about the lack of urination in the building. You ready?
Yep. Okay. All right. Yo, it's Duncan, give me the beat. I still gotta pee. I'm sitting on the couch with not more than 3 other analysts. Actually, we got 4 on the panel. They call him Robin, and he's wearing no flannel. He's got a headset on with a nice beard. Jordan's rapping, and his beat is kind of weird. Look at Tommy. He's making eye contact. OpTic Gaming about to lose real fast.
There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
All right, good job. Good job.
Not bad.
All right.
Glad to have you.
I was
I
giving you a
wish
bit
I
of
had
funk in
some
that.
more context about the game, fellas.
Yes.
Catch me up here. What's going on? I could have
Okay.
talked a little shit about somebody, but
Oh,
I mean,
well,
you could do
this
that
is-
without
no, we can't do-
players.
We can't do
There's
that.
10 players to
This
choose
is
from.
this is not the negative corner anymore. You
No.
missed that
oh,
out.
okay.
We
Well,
did that
everyone's
the first
looking
2
great
maps.
today. 7-7.
Yep.
Both teams putting on a phenomenal effort.
Yep. Basically, yeah. It's been
That's,
great.
that's how you know everyone's playing great when it's tied. Everybody's equally good.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Isn't that what socialism's all about?
No. So. Oh. Okay.
that alligator
Comes
man.
the shotgun in again.
Actually,
No. So
Nuke is
Jordan.
Question for you, nothing.
Yes,
So
sir.
you play in the NA scene.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the best player on compLexity?
I always thought Stanislaw was the most dangerous the last time I was still playing, just
Okay.
because he was someone who it was like FNX back in SK. He was just someone who you didn't really know where he was when he was
Right.
lurking. Shazam, in a weird way, has these weird skill sets like best pistoler, kind of.
you were listening. Corroboration.
Yeah.
He was listening.
No.
Oh,
Sean's
no.
been
Yeah,
just
they're
like
on.
sending
Yeah,
like
yeah,
mass
yeah.
DMs.
Yeah.
Sean's
I
texting
know.
Jordan like, back me up here,
Yeah,
buddy.
set
Back
up,
me up
didn't
here,
he?
team.
He goes, I know you're going to be there soon, so like back me up on this one.
We know he's
say
doing-
Shazam's a really good pistol, but he wasn't a good pistol when he's now team top. Just say it, okay?
Was this Robinson?
You owe me this one.
Sean messaged Tommy because we're like, because they had an argument or they had a conversation about Shazam.
It's like, why did he get brought into teams? Because obviously he gets a lot of flack,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
then we asked Sean,
No,
like,
I
what's the
think
value?
It was weird because a lot of the things you hear about Shazam, kind of, without sound like I don't know the exact word. It's kind of he kind of has a lot of things to say, so to speak, right?
Outspoken.
Outspoken. Yeah.
Outspoken. So he's pretty outspoken, and I didn't see that on Cloud9. Maybe because our
he
roster was
lasted
above.
in the team
No, it's
for
like an
2
ego
weeks.
threshold, right? We were
Yeah.
a little bit above the ego threshold when he joined.
He was like the new kid on the block
I
as
had
well.
nothing really bad to say. Like right when he came on the team, he had like one Twitter interaction with someone. I'm like, all right, we're gonna cut that shit out really quick. And
All right, then.
and so it stopped until the end. And I'm someone, maybe it's because of how I am as a person, but I only saw good sides of him. But as a player, his flaws on our team were obviously, as a sniper, he was overextending quite a bit in the bigger matches. I mean, trying to reach for those performances instead of just kind of doing what he needed to do sometimes. But as we've seen him come back up, I think because maybe he's a star, considered a star on these rosters, I've seen some sick performances. But I'm not going to lie, guys, I haven't been paying
So
super
Jordan,
close attention these last couple months.
Is Shazam a good opper, or is he actually a good opper?
Oh, boys, I haven't watched the progression close
Semantics.
enough,
Yeah, he hasn't watched the last few months, isn't enough.
But
No, but
I
there's
don't know. I don't. Relative to what? Like,
because Sean's message was, Shazam is actually a good opper, which sets the tone a little differently than.
He's a good opper.
Yeah.
I'm scared to say anything in front of you two on the right, just because there's
Yeah,
going
no,
to
you
be
should
some
be. Yeah, yeah.
anecdote
No,
from
you should
Duncan, like,
definitely
well,
be,
you
yeah.
see, Jordan, your opinion is false because
I don't even have to say it. I'm in his head already. I'm living there where Rihanna. He's already thinking up the preemptive.
I'll start sharing. I'll
mistake
do
we've
it.
done is actually me and Duncan should have been sitting at the opposite ends because
Of course, yeah.
we are the extremes.
I'll start getting a little bit more firm with my opinion as,
Okay.
as the weekend goes along.
Oh yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
after lunch. Or after
Oh
noon,
yeah. We're still
Give
there.
me a couple more chicken sandwiches.
Oh, dude. I mean, he's gonna be right one way or another in one sense. 50% maybe.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, right? Because he said they're gonna. Well, I guess.
Oh, by the way,
the win.
we'll wait to hear what happens on this pistol first. But I've got a story after this. That's a good one.
Nico doesn't
This is
have
big
time
for
for this.
this is big for if Nico can win this, though.
Doesn't have a defuse kit though.
It gets a lot harder. if he doesn't. Right, here's the story. People might not remember this one, but it was during E-League. So when Shazam was on Echo Fox, in E-League Season 2 was when they went there and they played in that group that had
Yeah,
like
they won like 4
G2,
rounds total, right?
Had Virtus Pro, had NIP.
Right.
And all the games that the Echo Fox team played in, they got absolutely smashed. They got like 4 rounds total.
Wasn't that the interview with Neo?
And in the interview, at the time, we had a brand new interviewer. Her name was like Kate. I forget her surname, but her name was Kate. She was blonde. And she came from like other esports games, you know. And because she didn't know CSGO super well, she wanted to go with the angle of like, I'm going to try and get like different answers from the players. So she interviews Neo, obviously one of the all-time nice guys as well in CS, you know. And she says to him after he's just beaten, Echo Fox like 16-1 or something. She goes, did they do anything good? Is there anything you can say in the game that they give them a chance? And he just goes, he literally, like walking up on YouTube, he literally starts, he breathes out, he goes, in his brain he's going, I've got to try and find an answer, and then he just goes, they tried. They tried.
I heard that.
And the hilarious thing about it was, inadvertently, by making him answer like that, she actually set him up to sort of like, it made it sound like he was roasting him, didn't it? Whereas he wasn't. He was legit trying to find a way. Yeah. It actually totally backfired on it completely. Because when it came back to the desk, we were just crying, laughing, obviously. Like in some ways, that's the maddest PM ever. Like, they really tried.
Yeah,
They got 61.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree.
They
That's
gave
so
it their
wild.
all.
I know,
It just
exactly.
wasn't enough.
Like, I even used to tell pro players who I was friends with, like, that's the way you BM someone. You beat them in the game, and if you beat them really handedly, when you're shaking their hands, you just say, listen, man, you guys,
Really
you
good
gave it a
game.
hell of
Really
an
good.
effort.
That was
your
a big
best.
that was a big disappointment too, because isn't that when Echo Fox with Sean and them really had like
They were playing with Mo, weren't they?
what? No, they weren't. It was Ryan.
No,
It was
they
like
weren't.
Freakazoid.
was
Mo
this
was
when
the
Mo
general
was the
manager.
general manager?
He just put together that squad that did nothing. All you need to know is this. This is all you need to know about the Echo Fox squad. I did an article at the time when they bombed that tournament where I said, if you knew how much money they got paid, dollar for dollar, they were the worst Counter-Strike team ever assembled because they'd had like no land placings, hadn't even qualified. And Rick Fox himself even told Richard, like, I can't argue with it. If your own owner's like, fair enough, you got me on that one, dude. Like, it's like, that ain't a good sign. They're supposed to push back on me. It's bullshit. You don't know, like, these guys are going to come back. He was like, nah, here's a point.
Well, if I recall correctly, the roster didn't last very much longer from that E-League tournament.
Oh, it really didn't.
No, they basically broke
That
up
was
right
another
after
one of
that.
those cases where Sean was putting in a lot of effort.
Yes.
And there was like flashes. I forget what land they played before. They beat someone decent on a map or two.
It was like a Northern Arena.
I'd like to
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
I
there
think
was
they beat
a
Heroic or
there was
someone.
something
Yes.
hype.
I'm pretty sure
Like,
last
it was like one
season's
tournament
Old
they had,
Guys Club was a better team. It's
Okay,
just like Sean just didn't focus his effort.
Right, you just need to frag, you know.
Sean averaged 18 eco kills per.
Yeah, he was
Perhaps.
perhaps he was living the life.
He was the top fragger though. We'll give him that.
Yeah, we'll give him
award
that.
Living the life.
across the season. Big opponents.
But then, luckily, after that, Sean did go to TSM, stayed there a very long time, became a legend playing for them, and built a very successful squad. Oh, wait, no, the PA happened. My bad.
Yeah.
Anyone remember that one?
And segue to the next topic.
I remember being woken up on Christmas Day in Korea by Reginald telling me, please, we've got to do an interview.
Can you explain the scene more? I want to hear more about your scene when you woke up. I always envision you in Korea, multiple young Korean women around you. in the
maybe
living above a KBBQ
exactly
restaurant.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, we're on to
I
something?
always see you wearing those jackets, so I'm not
course,
sure about the
yes.
heating in them.
No, winter obviously it's freezing cold there. Yeah. No,
Oh,
I used to
fair.
live right
Can
near.
you keep continuing the
I used
scene
to
for
live
me?
near a Korean barbecue that was 24 hours a day.
Well, that's
All that needs to be said about
it was legit.
Korean barbecue in Seoul
Legit.
is after one of the E-Stars events, I stayed there for like 2 days because Duncan was staying there. We went to get Korean barbecue for lunch, for dinner, and for like second dinner.
Yeah, for like
and
midnight
on
snack.
one day, I got food poisoning from the food. So I threw up a couple of times at the hotel. Then I took a nap, and then we went to another Korean barbecue place for dinner after.
I can't regret it.
I can't imagine. It's just like only meat comes out. It's just Jesus. Oh man.
Listen, we're dedicated.
No, the
all
worst
right?
thing
no, I'll
is,
give you that.
this is how
I'll
you
give you
know you
that.
like Korean barbecue too much. You get something like that, you have like a really dodgy stomach afterwards, and you don't even connect it to the food. You just go, I wonder what's happened. Maybe it was, I wonder if like was it travel? Did I shake someone's hand? Anyway, more Korean barbecue, anyone? Off we go again. It's like, dude, you just
Same place
meat
as before.
only. Yeah, like you need some vegetables in there. And you're like, what do you mean vegetables? I took that one piece of leaf and wrapped all the barbecue in it one time.
That's good enough, isn't it? Oh
Isn't
man.
that one leaf good enough?
Have you guys ever had the thing at Korean barbecue I had it the other night where they smoked the, like brisket under like a glass?
No, I
thing?
saw that. That looked so.
That's weird.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that looks
they
so
smoked
interesting.
it
to me.
before throwing it on the grill right in front of us. We got to choose the flavors. Minsuk, shout out to Minsuk.
What kind of flavors did they have?
It was like a smoked bacon thing or like honey wood. Or
Did you get that? Any of that taste?
I let Minsuk taste. I let Minsuk decide the taste. Of
Right.
it.
So which one did you
It was
pick?
delicious.
He
I think
tests all your food in case it's been poisoned.
Yeah.
And if he survives,
He
then
leaves.
okay.
We really did.
They really go far with the player safety, don't they?
Yeah, they really have.
Yeah, no, it was I had a couple of things that, and then at the end of the meal, I don't know if you guys have had like a pumpkin juice to supposed to settle your stomach.
I've had that, yeah.
Anyway, delicious. Now,
Now,
by the way, that last round I noticed. You see how in this current nuke, I find a lot of teams in CT when they're in a man-down advantage, they used to do the kind of like give up ramp, lower rotation. Now everyone just seems to hold upper and under ladder. They don't leave upper. Maybe because there's so many angles to check now and lower, they're just confident in giving up ramp, staying upper. I don't know.
I think it's
it's
also
easy to
partly
rotate
because
down to lower than it is upper as well.
I think it's also because you don't have like the issue of potentially running into T's who've gone aggressively into vents because you have to actually get rounds headquarters
Yeah.
control,
Okay,
which
yeah.
is going to take a bit more
I just
time.
noticed teams are just staying upper a lot more, and that's their rotator tends to be like an outside guy falling.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like a Yugi though. Oh, he's messed that up.
Did he even shoot?
Nope,
No,
didn't
he
get a
didn't.
shot.
He
shot
legged
it.
him. He legged him.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. Didn't hear the
Oh,
hear the
no,
shot.
I did it. Yeah,
that's
you
weird.
barely
It
heard
didn't
the
make a
shot.
sound.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind. Never mind. Yeah.
Kenny S might have just committed sexual misconduct on me in real life.
Oh.
Reasonable statement to make. Again,
where we're going
just
with
a
this.
metaphor, folks. Just a metaphor. And on that bombshell, we go to a break. Breaking news. Kenneth Shrub of the G2 Esports indicted in shocking sexual escapade.
Would Jordan not think Gilbert?
Statement from Jordan says he liked it, but it was too much.
Not the time and place. We'll more of that later.
Who knew we would be starting here at 8 a.m. and it would be Jordan rolling in at noon who'd go over the top? The odds on that bet would have been through
I
the
told
roof.
my agent no casting before noon. Life's tough these days.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Imagine an event where all the games start afternoon.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Oh.
What? No, league players. Apparently, Duncan, you can maybe shed some insight into this, right?
But they only play
Sure.
one game, though.
I
They
heard
don't have a
league. I
tournament.
heard league players like for like IEMs in like Poland or whatever
Mhm.
would say we're not starting before
Oh, really?
noon.
Okay.
for
I could
their-
believe it because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, league teams had a lot of pull over IEM because they didn't have to do that event if they didn't
Yeah,
want to.
'cause, yeah,
So I could believe they
outside their
Yeah,
normal
we'll come,
circuit.
but we're
I
not
could
playing
believe they
after.
could have some leverage in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have. We
So,
don't
well,
have.
the
We
open
don't have
circuit-
leverage.
Yeah, we don't.
I've noticed a pushback now from organizers. The first couple years of the Players Association, we can start making demands. Now they're like, this is the time. You guys shut up. Like, jeez.
It's gone
You
as
got-
far as it'll ever go.
Yeah.
need
You
time?
guys
Oh.
don't need anything else.
So,
Looking
do you
good
see
for
compLexity
OpTic.
making a comeback here,
OpTic's going to
Jordan?
win it.
Man, I wish my
No,
guest was
yeah.
educated. I have no idea.
Here's the thing. He was right. Config did say they'd lose both pistols and win the game. If we ignore the 16-7 part,
He's on point.
No, I
He's on
agree.
track.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, it's going to
Also,
happen.
he's not far off from the score if it ends 16-9.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
We'll give him that.
Do we have another? Well, no, we still have all 10 on the server.
Yeah.
Is there a...
This game does seem like it's lasted forever, this series, doesn't it? Man alive. How long?
Well, we went live 4 hours ago for this game.
Why is that a thing? There's been, to be fair, there's been some issues on it.
Oh, wow.
Like.
A couple here and there.
No, but I mean, Inferno, did take a while. It was a comeback.
Yeah, it was
nice
16-13,
you know?
so...
What was first map?
Inferno.
Yeah.
compLexity.
Yeah.
compLexity 16-13?
Yeah.
OpTic were up
13
That is
to 6.
compLexity's map, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it didn't look like that.
Yeah.
They were doing badly first half.
Yeah, we had that
Did
wrong.
they start CT or T?
They started CT, but they
Come
had
on.
like this weird approach to how they went about the B bomb side.
Robin, I know you agree with me on this. First map of the day, start T side.
I agree.
The Nips guys always used to love it.
No.
I liked it too. The AK, you get that one bullet headshot, you get a little bit of shakes out.
Actually, Jordan, this is a question for you then. What do you think about the new economy?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had a time to compete under it. I think it's cool that it kind of you force that CT opera, like say you win pistol, you force him to kind of save for that op because you know third round the AKers are going to be contacting most likely in a lot of different maps. I think for maps like Cache, it's really cool because you see that scenario where the CTs win CT pistol on Cache, and then they get reset, and then they get lucky to have like 4 rounds CT Cache. Now we're going to have a little bit more scrappy rounds, and I think that's like a passive assessment. I haven't actually been firsthand playing much lately. So.
One thing that I think we've noticed is that, I think I haven't looked at stats, but it feels like it's going to be way more a little bit T-sided now because CTs have just a hard time resetting Ts in general. They have so much money. There's so much economy on the T side.
Yeah, and the AK walk peeking you if you don't have high utility is not a fun thing.
And then compare that to CTs, right, where you have to have utility all the time. Now, granted, yeah, you get more money initially, but it's just a very hard time for you.
But you're forced to do like pop flash clears more, and
yeah.
and if the Ts are doing some Brazilian passive default shit, you're gonna get caught.
Plus, one of the most underrated aspects is like not only can the Ts with just half a buy, like 2 AKs, not only can they just choose who has the AKs, and therefore they can still have like the entry guy have the AK and still have a good round.
Charge, yeah.
But on CT, you can't just like swap positions as easily, you know. So
if you rush B and the AK dies first, your third guy in, and you still have armor, you get an AK. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, and not to mention you still could have a CZ and trading a kill with
No,
first.
but that's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So like you get in much
because you
easier.
could choose where the combat takes place, basically. Whereas CT, that's exactly it. You're at the mercy of the other guy, aren't you? Like,
So, but that's what I mean. So I'm not like that's what I was trying to get at. Of like, what did this like change to the economy fix, right? Because like you're always asking, what does this fix, right?
Yeah.
And like I think that the fix was going to be like we need to like
save
find
rounds on CT side after pistol.
Right.
Like, that's really like.
But can you believe this? This must trigger you so
much.
This must trigger you, Tommy. That in 2018, even with, by the way, stats programs that can prove this isn't the case, people were still saying, "Good, at last, it's not going to be the case where winning pistol means 2 free rounds." Like, mate, I don't know what version of 1.6 you're remembering, like 15 years ago, where that was a thing. Like, how long ago was that? In CS:GO, that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know about even the very games buy was in like 2012 or something, 2013. You know, like
2012 is when they
what are we
started
talking
buying
about?
P250s and armors.
Like that whole like, oh, we won the pistol. That's 2 free rounds. That hasn't been a thing for a long time.
Last time it was a thing was literally in like 2005.
Sure.
Aside from even the guns, once these smokes even existed and the nades in CS:GO, it makes it so much
it's like an
easier.
advantage as it is, right?
Yeah.
But the weird thing to me is that, again, like I think the idea for it is, again, to make it easier for that first round buy for CTs, but that would still have, like, you're still meant to save twice, right?
It won't be a good buy on third round.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, teams are still buying up on third because that's the first opportunity they have to actually buy up with rifles, right? But like, I think that
this is
the wishful thinking for Valve side is that they actually do another save round, so that they get to the 4th round. So it's like it's still the pistol round gives you normally 3 rounds, but then you get a really good buy into the 4th. But that no team
no,
does
they don't
that.
do that. Yeah, they just cut the round.
So it doesn't fix anything at all. It's still like the same thing that plays out.
That's a sick round from Jugi, by the way. He goes aggressive outside. T-Red gets the 1 entry and then falls back.
So
goes slower.
Ended, yeah.
Yeah, it gets slower. Gets the 2 kills as well in window. Basically wins the round. Yeah, it missed the 4th one. It doesn't really matter at that point. 2-on-1. 49. Favor OpTic. Cajun or Config, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, look at Cajun, by the way. 21 frags, 9 assists. Like, he's doing damage
that's
all over the place.
I mean, so granted, we, especially with tournaments like we don't necessarily pay attention too much of like who's having a good game and who's not. But Cajun has always been a player like that to me. Of like, oh, how does he have 20 frags?
Pillar of
like,
consistency.
Yeah.
You see that molly outside? Now everyone's throwing that now.
Oh, that's to stop the
stop the
wall?
smoke.
Yeah.
So you think there's going to be like 2 ways to throw it? Everyone's just gonna pick out a hat which way to throw it each round.
I've seen.
Hope the molly doesn't stop it.
I think it's Astralis. They have like a protocol that they go to, assuming somebody has messed up or not messed up the smoke, but that somebody's actually like Molotov for it. Like with the way they actually go for the peak
so
instead.
Like 2 waves of them or something.
Yeah, it's like basically they save that smoke until like I think it's Glaive. It does a lot of time. He's like behind T-Red and then just like drops a grand toss, that kind of stuff. But they also have waves like peeking it if they actually go for the normal set
is
thing.
law.
There we go.
Yeah, it makes sense, vENdetta. Just have a little contingency plan there on the fly.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
And if there's like
Can we get the right to Sam on the server again, guys?
Have you noticed that when I asked Jordan about him, he's only had 1 kill since then in like the last 10 rounds or something?
Stan?
Well, they slept. They
Sam's
slept.
been having a bad
I guess
game.
that's that's anecdotally because I don't know. It's more like it's even like when SK. Like, that's why I give the FNX reference. It's like when they replaced him with Phelps. Phelps obviously had this like mechanical sharpness everyone was talking about, but when I was in the server, FNX felt more intimidating. He felt like you might not know what this guy would do in the server.
Yeah, you know what Phelps is doing.
That's a joke about you might not know what he might do in real life.
That's
he's preempting me again, isn't he?
He's doing it for
Here's
you.
the thing, though. I will say, my own lines are a lot better than the ones
really
he writes for
bringing
me.
it today.
Yeah.
Jordan's really feisty today.
He's sort of like
when
when The Simpsons became like people who were fans of The Simpsons were writing in. It wasn't quite as good anymore, you know. It was sort of like The Simpsons, but
I will give Duncan shit sometimes on like on the way he presents things, but I can never doubt his ingenuity with coming up with
that's true.
With analogies and funny statements. So I'll give you that for sure.
Okay.
How does it do
I'll
that?
learn.
No one
Sorry.
watched it. Guys, you're missing out.
You got a kill?
No,
well,
Yuki
yeah, he
got a
did.
kill.
No, actually, yes, he did. Shazam was holding that angle on under heaven, and he.
Duck peeked into him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not even duck peek. I think he just literally just strafe, scoped in and just peeks him.
Yuki's
Little
fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was super fast though. Like
Yeah.
that would
He's
have taken me
ridiculous
twice as
like
long,
that.
you know, to pull the trigger.
Did that even back in 2013.
yeah. No, it's funny now. Like
I remember that clutch on Dusk too.
Yeah,
but
but I was saying we joke about it. Like the angles that you hold, like when you're so young, it's like this much, right? But then now I'm like it's these angles. You know, if they strafe, I'm in. But if they strafe stop, I'm dead.
Have you gotten to the point where just like when you're on T side Dust 2, you're not going for the gap anymore. You just started aiming at the left side of the door.
It's
just
all
like
the way far left side. I'll be like, I'm hitting this guy. I don't even care about the kill. Just like let me hit this guy.
No, no, you're just like, I'll go for legging this guy.
Yeah.
Like, rather than missing 95% of the shots between the angles.
Right. No, actually, in the beginning, I was going the same with Source because of interplay. It was really easy to hit the guy in the gap.
Oh, yeah.
Because of like the.
What's third map, guys?
This is the
this
third
is the
map.
third map.
Nuke.
No.
This is third. Yeah, it's 1-1.
Oh, I
Optic-
thought you said.
Optic
Okay,
won Mirage.
I was driving. I'm trying to buy a house this morning. I was
Oh,
Inferno.
nice.
Yeah, that's why I legitimately didn't.
Still
talk
San
to
Diego?
Have you checked if this is for sale?
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Wait, are you moving up here?
No, just I
San
was down
Diego,
in San
you just
Diego.
said.
Yeah, San
okay.
Diego.
Yeah, but no, that's what I was asking.
So his first map was Mirage, and
Inferno.
Second was Mirage.
oh, because that's why I said last map, and I was so
We should,
confused.
Jordan. We should both get neighboring houses in Manhattan Beach.
I mean-
That's what we should do.
Our Cloud9 house, I looked at, which was like average. I looked at the MSRP recently, or the what is it? The not MSRP.
Listing price?
Listing price was like 2.5 for that. Are you kidding me? Anyways, I digress. 15-10.
Housing's rough in California.
So
Oh.
Wait, he actually
Body
killed him
blocked
with
it
the
into it.
impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It bodied him to him.
Right.
That's straight up body.
Well, that's game.
well, GG's.
GG's.
Oh, that's a rough way to go out.
Well, it was an okay game. I wouldn't go that
Yeah.
far.
Right.
He
You
got
said- you
2
actually
out
said
of 3
16-10.
predictions right. He said they'd win, lose the Wolf Pistols. He wasn't right about 16.
No, yeah, I said 16-10. Yeah, I was
Fiff was
like, you
I
should
would
just
have been
say
on
16-10.
board if you said 16-10.
Because losing both pistols, you're not giving yourself any leeway then.
Yeah.
It's all right. It was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
So
I will say that, like, just I guess to summarize things, OpTic went from looking pretty dreadful on Inferno. I think that was just like not a great game from
First
both
half.
sides.
no, first half was okay.
Yes.
I mean, I think.
But
CD
again,
side
there was like you had the weird retake, like 5-man retakes, even in buy rounds, like from compLexity happening. Like a lot of weird stuff where like the first 4 rounds of the game, just there were free plants for no good reason on the side of OpTic, right? Like so I don't think that Inferno game was a well played match. By any
Oh,
means.
I agree. It was definitely just one like first game of the tournament.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
just,
They
like,
were
super
as
rusty.
sluggish as we were,
yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But I think that like it picked up. Mirage was a solid game from OpTic as well, and
Yep.
that I think for the better part of Nuke, you could tell that they were the better team. I mean, even though
agree.
we didn't get to we didn't see config go off in either in the matches. I think just overall probably Snappy was the best performer. on the side of OpTic, but it should without necessarily having the usual suspects on their side actually popping off. They do a pretty convincing job of taking out compLexity. It's not a bad go.
I agree. I was hoping that someone would come down here. You can have a conversation with one.
Yeah,
of the
maybe eventually.
I smell the Chick-fil-A behind us. They should be coming in.
It's been there for a while.
Yeah.
I might have to check on the
You might
urinal
actually have to
shortly.
run back and just fan it in the direction towards the stairs. Maybe it'll just
Hold it
lower
under,
them
yeah.
down.
They'll be down shortly. Yeah, the rooms up here, they're just going to have to pack up the gear.
All right, you got to do that first too.
It's an interesting...
So, what are thoughts of? We don't know who they're going to be playing against. I guess because it's random.
Aren't they-
Well, because the bracket was...
What do you mean random? Oh, for the lower?
Yeah.
No, because usually the way you do the lower, I'd have to ask about this.
Flip bracket, right?
Usually you drop
other
first
round
and then you flip
flips.
on the next one.
Yeah,
Yes.
you flip on
every
second
other
round.
every
Yes.
other.
So
flips.
basically, say compLexity goes down and OpTic
Right.
loses the next match, they go on the opposite side of the bracket
Right.
below.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe that's what you do. The first round's just a drop, the second's the flip.
So then, who would they play against the first round?
compLexity?
Yeah.
I think it's loser of
loser
G2
of the
big,
other
right?
game on this side of the bracket. So shows the bracket, please, production.
Yeah.
So I assume
Is
they
it-
play the loser of G2 and NRG.
Well,
No,
even
wait.
OpTic's
No,
on
no,
the,
no.
OpTic's on the wrong side.
No.
This is so
No.
confusing.
No. Here's the thing. Energy are listed twice. Energy versus G2 is supposed to be big versus G2.
Okay,
Oh,
but
yeah.
OpTic should still be on the lower, like below that line. Like they're just trying to confuse the shit out of everybody with this bracket.
They had one job.
No, yeah, they do have two energy.
They
Yeah,
had
you're right. You're
one.
right.
Yeah, they have two
Yeah, you're right. They have OpTic's taken the spot of the winner of G2 and
Right.
Big.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, I'm super
Yeah,
confused.
that's Big
But
versus
right.
G2. So they'd be playing the loser of. Basically, compLexity should, as far as I can tell, play the loser of G2 and
Oh, dude,
and
that's
Big.
okay.
G2 and Big.
Can,
Alright.
can we make sure we have someone looking after Duncan in case Gob beats Shocks here in the next game? There's a pretty big fall outside, potentially, if he gets over the fence.
It's not a
what's the
steep
problem
drop,
like?
Bob. It's just like a hill. He can roll it off. It's not a problem.
Who would be the most spicy people to have on the couch with Duncan this event?
I was thinking Smooya.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Sit 'em right next
UK
to each other.
on UK
Right.
banter.
Yeah, not bad.
No, we still need two more. So like, who would that be then? Who else do you have beef with? Duncan?
Taz is always a
Oh,
good
Taz
okay.
is always a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, and
He
then
also might keep Smooya under control.
Yeah,
you know.
right,
Let's
okay,
say.
okay.
He might
Put
intimidate him
Smoothie
a
on the
bit.
far side, Taz in between.
right. Okay, and who's the
Could
last
close
one
it
then?
out. Yeah.
Well,
I
should
guess
we take?
Josh is Steele is playing, so he probably can.
No, I mean, yeah, sure, but it doesn't have to be today. We
No,
can
no,
just,
yeah, eventually.
But we can set this up, right?
We need someone to antagonize people. We don't. One guy should
Actually,
just
maybe this would be good for when Stunna Camp comes. So it's Stunna,
Oh, yes.
Duncan, Taz,
There we go.
Smooya, right?
Push some people
Do
around.
people want that? Right?
Indeed.
Yeah, that could
Whereof
be
which-
What is Trace getting here?
he's
tomorrow?
only here for the last 2 days.
Yeah, so it's coming in tomorrow.
No,
right?
well, yeah, he's flying in tomorrow
Yeah.
sometime, I guess.
Exactly. So basically, indeed, the likes of which Trace, Stunna Saranthus,
Where and which?
wherein which of the next. It's like he uses all these words. So it's like you're not using any of those words in the correct context, though. But you keep going with it, making me catch this or something. Because he always goes like, in the next game, the likes of which compLexity.
is this like when a
that's not
freestyler-
That's not the likes of. That's
Is this like the
literally-
freestyler has like the fallback phrases, but
exactly.
he uses them at the wrong time?
No, it's like unless you've heard him freestyle though, you won't know at first, but everything's getting compared to like, because my flow fire. It's like once you know he says that 700 times, though, that's not even a rhyme, is it? He's already got that prepared.
Chilling on the couch over and over.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to keep going.
No.
Keep quiet.
That's
Chilling
what I
on
do.
the couch
when,
till I
when
get
I'm like
higher,
lost
my
in
flow
something.
fire.
Yeah, every time I'm lost
you
in
said-
something, it's always like chilling here, chilling there.
Cole, win
Right.
that game, then you a liar.
All right.
Duncan with the hair that's fire.
Exactly. If I had a bald spot here, I'd be a fryer.
Put those clothes in the dryer. They're wet.
You ruined it with the damn wet now, like that. It was legit before that, but why did you add the wet part? It's like he just thought in his brain, like.
I like to get a little
I
weird
know.
sometimes, Duncan.
They might be confused by why we
You're
put them in
too
the
straight,
dryer.
Rear. We need to get
That's
a little.
always been my problem with you, nothing. I'm just too straight for you, mate.
Touche.
So,
All right.
it's all right.
I can't
we can
keep
get
up.
a bit
I
weird.
can't keep up.
Wow.
He's right, though.
I've got one of those little blue pills for that. That'll
And are
take
you?
care of that.
Wait. Are you
There we
judging
go.
me? Is that what's happening right
No,
now?
I'm not kink shaming
My
you.
preference is
Your love of flaccid
the only thing
fun
you actually.
with friends
My
is
kink
your hobby, not mine. You know.
Can you take your shoes off? My kink is incomplete right now. I need to see your feet.
I've got the little porn star socks on.
Ooh.
You know the ones where they. Just see that little socks. Y'all know.
Now you're losing stock.
Y'all
No,
know.
that's fine.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I don't know the reference there. I don't know where
Do you want to know the reference
No,
there?
I kind of do.
They always wear the little foot socks like that, don't they?
I don't know, Duncan. Can we get a link?
Yeah, exactly. What, you're not, just 'cause I'm an observant guy. I pay attention to my surroundings.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
There we go.
Oh my god. Do we want to take a break?
I mean, none
let's
of the
take a
players
break.
are
Let's take a
coming
break.
down, right?
Let's take a
So,
break.
yeah.
Who do we have next? We have Ghost versus
Energy.
Energy. That's
Yeah.
going to be a good one.
NA
Be
versus
sure
NA.
to
will,
check it out.
right?
Jordan is taking
Someone's
over for
spot.
me.
You're swabbing.
I'm going to chill.
Yeah,
I
I
am
think so.
nothing.
Yeah.
I may or may not be here.
Well, listen, we'll find out. I know that last CS Summit 2, you were barely on the couch. You were like walking around vlogging everywhere. It's just like, where is he
Listen,
now?
value comes in many forms. See you guys after
She's
the
a
break.
content creator. Yes, I agree. Bye.